It's winter, it's horrible, so let's talk about barefoot shoes.
Hello, Angus here, and today we're going to discuss these Vivobarefoot shoes versus Freet shoes, which are the best for winter. So you kind of need a slew of shoes for different things. So I do three main things. I work out here in the gym, I have a kind of everyday shoe, and then I have a dog walking boot. Also have a slipper at home, $14.99 from Tesco, flat soled on them, wide toe box, perfect. Don't need to buy a fancy slipper. But for your everyday, so we've got three shoes here on the Vivobarefoot side, and we've only got two shoes here for the winter on the Freet side. So I'll quickly run through them. This is the Freet-esque, this is the Freet Vibe, this is the Motus Strength, this is the Motus Flex, and these ones are called the Explorer Mid. So we'll kind of compare each to see which one is the best for various things. Let's talk dog walking first. So the Freet-esque versus the Explorer Mid. The advantage of the Explorer Mid is it's a slip-on. You can just pop your foot in. I've only had this one a little week and it has overtaken as my main dog walking shoe just because I'm incredibly lazy and I just want to slip my foot into it. It is nice, warm and cozy. However, it isn't very waterproof. It was when I initially got it, but you need to use a kind of waterproofing spray, then it's fine. As it's kind of snowed and become wet and sludgy, that waterproofing spray seems to have done the trick. They have a thermal insole, which is very cool. They fit great. If I was doing a longer walk, these would not be the shoe because I want something a little bit more cinched in. So the Freet-esque is what I've been using pretty much since the autumn exclusively, and I also used these, I think, last year as a dog walking shoe. They are a natural leather, and I haven't put a natural leather sort of polish that will make them a little bit more waterproof, but I find these to be really good with the weather. They're stitched all around the edge. They are warm-ish. Maybe you want to get some warm socks. I think natural leather, natural materials keep the heat really well. They're a really easy on boot with just one quick loop on there. You tie them up. My dog's crazy, so you need to put your boots on before you get the dog from the kitchen, before her little walk. You got this little cuff on here, and these have just been a fantastic boot. So price wise, I think these are coming in like 100, 105, and these are 190. So these are a very expensive boot for not being super duper waterproof. They're a bit of a luxury boot. Grip wise, they're both kind of as good as each other, but the Vivobarefoot's gonna definitely have it. It's just a little bit more aggressive, and I'd say I have no slips, but I slipped the other day because I had a flat tire and I kicked the flat tire and then I slipped. I didn't kick it hard, I wasn't going crazy. So that's that. Both good boots. Price wise, these ones win. Comfort and laziness wise, these ones win, but you're gonna have to buy a waterproof spray with them. Then when it comes down to everyday, my everyday shoe has been lately this Motus, the Motus Flex. It's a nice slip-on. When I initially got it, I thought sizing-wise it maybe came in a little bit big, but it's actually come in really good. They haven't really aged that much considering I wear these most of the time. These are my lazy slip-on shoe. In the summer, I'll normally wear the Freet Tanga that I should have had here to compare, but these are just a little bit warmer for the winter. But if it's raining, they're not waterproof, but they're nice for the gym. They're nice for doing demos, but I wouldn't do any heavy lifting in them. Where these Freet Vibe have been worn to death, and these have been my everyday shoe and my gym shoe. I've just worn them to death, and I've just got these to kind of review and test. So Freet Vibe, comes in under £100, where these are 160. The Freet Vibe will do what both of these shoes does at just a way lesser price. This is my favorite barefoot shoe. This one is my number one barefoot shoe, and I think this is my best shoe of last year overall, and it does the job of both of these shoes. Maybe not quite as well as the Strength. The Strength is an amazing shoe for heavy lifting. It's robust. You have all this kind of plastic webbing. I've done individual reviews for these, but again, this is a really expensive shoe, £170. So when you're looking at the Vivobarefoots, 160, 170, and 190 for the boots, you can get two shoes from Freet at under £200 that will do everything: your everyday shoe, your dog walking boot, and your gym shoe where you need to buy a little bit more. You could use these as an everyday shoe, but I find them just a little bit too restrictive for squats and things and deadlifts. These are my preferred shoe at the minute. Freet are coming out with something very shortly that I'm dying to test. These are great. They're kind of slip on, you tie in the laces, they lock in, they're really nice. They're nice to cycle in if you're doing stuff. So if you're doing any kind of like hybrid style workouts or squats, deadlifts, bench press, they're great. Nice flexible toe box, they're brilliant. These are brilliant just now as a lazy slip-on shoe and a little bit warmer than the Tanga. And these are just my happy shoes. And these have been nice, but I would have liked these to be more waterproof, especially for the price. That price is crazy high, especially here in Scotland where you're gonna get snow one day and then you get really cold rain. These can just get really soaked. So far, the waterproof spray has done a good job and the grip is awesome. So I actually really like these, and I actually think out of all the shoes, these are probably worth the money the most. And this boot, just a fantastic boot. I think this is like a forever boot. They kind of gonna last forever. As you can see, it's dirty, it needs a polish, it needs a clean up, it needs a little bit of waterproofing on it, but it's a nice cozy shoe. You can get a pair of socks on it. They all have nice wide toe boxes and flexible soles. Between them all, the Freets have a more flexible sole. Vivobarefoot takes a little while to break in. Anyway, don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. Any comments would be appreciated. Hit like and subscribe. Check out below, I've got discounts on all these shoes, 10% off everything of both brands. Let me know what you think. Does the price put you off the Vivobarefoots? Do you think you're going to get just as good with the Freets for way less money? That would be my general pick, but these are very cool.